Give you guys the Week 11 recap. Um, let's get right to it. We had Notre Dame defeated Washington State 63-17. Tennessee defeated South Carolina. Defeated Arizona 42-7. Penn State defeated Northwestern 52-17. Clemson defeated Louisville 56-3. Pittsburgh defeated Florida State 31-13. Um, then we had user versus user, UCF and Kansas State. UCF defeated Kansas State 41-10. Taking a look at the turnover battle, it was 3-3. Interceptions 3-2. Player stats, we had Kansas State Kansas State throwing 2 interceptions. They just couldn't get anything going, man. Right now, Kansas State is trying to find their identity. They haven't really been able to do much. They were able to create some turnovers, but it just can't find their identity as of right now. Trust me, we are there as well. Michigan State defeated Nebraska 65-28. Then we had Oklahoma State and Texas. Oklahoma State defeated Texas 42-35. Very, very tight football game. This game came down to the last possession. In the overtime, as you guys can see, turnover battle was 3-2, but Texas still was able to take it to overtime, and they just couldn't finish over the hump. Quarterback for Oklahoma State threw 2 interceptions, but they still was able to come out victorious. Um, rushing was not as good in the rushing department, but they was able to spread the ball around. Same thing you can say from Texas as well. Just came down to who wanted it the most. I mean, overtime, that's all you can ask for as far as college football environment. Michigan and Wisconsin. Michigan loses to Wisconsin 33-14. This is not a surprise any bit, as Wisconsin has continued to build their football franchise with having the best recruiting every year. One of the best recruiting every year. Michigan quarterback Gfssl threw 4 interceptions. They just couldn't get anything going in the pass game. Wisconsin, on the other hand, were able to get some things going in the rushing, and they was able to play great defense despite McAdams throwing 2 interceptions. Very, very good football game right there. Um, Colorado and Washington. This was a very good game despite the score. Colorado Buffalo's defense has been playing a lot better as of late. This put us out in regards to the playoff race. Washington is a very young team led by quarterback Demetrius Hammer. And, they're able to run the football, play great defense. They had a receiver with 10 catches. Washington is a team you might want to look out for if you have to play them. Texas A&M defeated ULM 52-7. Georgia Tech defeated Virginia 41-21. Syracuse defeated Wake Forest 66-3. And you had Oklahoma defeating Houston. Changed as of right now. Nothing has pretty much changed. Well, Texas A&M now have a player back into the Heisman race as they had for in the beginning of the season. Michigan running back still remains number one. Then you have Marvin Lincoln, Henry Bond Jr. As far as the number 2 and 3 slot for the Heisman race. Taking a look at the college football bracket, if it was to start today, Washington and Georgia Tech, Miami and Notre Dame, Georgia, Syracuse, Texas and Texas A&M, which will be a rivalry matchup. Then you got Oklahoma, Clemson, Penn State, and Alabama all with the bye. Week. Taking a look at the standings right now, ACC right now still tight. You have 3 teams undefeated in the ACC. We don't do computer. Taking a look at Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, Texas, UCF, all are still wide open as Oklahoma has ran away with that conference. Big Ten right now, you got Wisconsin and Penn State taking control of the Big Ten. I absolutely love it, especially for Wisconsin, considering how hard they fight every single week in building their team, man. I love the fact. I love that. I mean, I guess it's safe to say that's my favorite team, Pac-12 right now is very, very tight. A lot of offense on this side in regards to the conference. You got Washington pretty much running the show, being undefeated in the conference. Colorado Buffaloes did play against Notre Dame, and they did beat Notre Dame this week, which we'll get into in the Week 12 recap. But pretty much it's going to come down to Notre Dame, UCLA, and Washington. UCLA did need us to win that game for them to keep their playoff hopes alive. We come to play every week. SEC, you have Alabama, Auburn, and Georgia all undefeated right now. And you even have Florida and LSU a little bit outside looking in regards to the playoffs. College football top 25 right now will change after this week. Clemson, Georgia Tech remaining the only undefeated teams in the Gfssl league. Then you got Syracuse, Texas A&M, and Alabama in regards to the top five. Recruiting right now is still pretty much shaping up as the same list. Right guard, I hate we couldn't get him, man, because we've been trying to build the trenches. Right guard, we could not get right there, but we are still in the battle with some more players. Taking a look at the top five right now, you got Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Alabama. As far as the top five, following is Texas A&M, Miami, Syracuse, UCLA, and Tulane. That's pretty much it for this week. We will do the Week 12 recap. Scores for Week 12. Well, not scores, I always say that. But games of the Week 12 to be on the lookout for is Georgia Tech and Miami. I'm going to probably go Georgia Tech. Texas A&M and Texas Tech, I'm going to probably go Texas A&M. LSU and Auburn, I'm going to go with LSU. UConn and UMass, I'm going to go with UConn. And that